Hey, 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 welcome back. Welcome back to the Scorpio channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for Scorpio. Know that energy is fluid, roles could be reversed. Interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also, know on this channel and all my channels, I like to dive deep within the reading. So I do look at everything, but we take a lot more time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play as karmic themes to help you understand why everything's playing out the way that it is, why your person's doing what they're doing, why you would be attracting someone that is triggering you, and what is the whole spiritual significance of the connection. Now, anything of any relevance or importance to the channel, including the word of the video, you can find in the description box. All right. You'll need the word of the video if, again, you want to enter into winning a free reading with me. You'd also have to like the video, subscribe to the channel. All right. The word of the video is the underlining energy that tells us why everyone's doing what they're doing. It's how my readings start off. All righty. I missed you guys. I feel like I haven't been on uh forever, but I think it's only been like 2 days. But I had so much work and it's been a little bit crazy. I had a lot of parties to do, so I am really happy to be back. And I should be doing a live tonight. I hope to see everybody on. All right, let's see what the word of the video is. The word of the video is grief. And let's choose another one, which is self-critical. Well, you're in separation from someone that is not happy, and they're not happy because they, again, know that they didn't treat you well. And they see that you've had it, that you're not really interested in rekindling anything with them. I feel like you've gotten to the point where you're like, you're really done. Like you don't see this person for how you used to see them. And the irony is, I think that this person is seeing you a lot different too. Like they never thought that you could just like turn your back like this. They perceived you as someone that was so nice and so caring that you were going to abandon yourself for them. Again, this person, the whole time that you were dealing with them, all they were was being rebellious towards you. It's like if you would say black, they would say white. Everything that you said to them was like a trigger. You'd say, let's get together for lunch. Don't tell me what to do. Like that's what it was like dealing with this person. This person wanted you to chase them. They wanted you to convince them. They wanted you to pretty much abandon yourself and again give them everything, but they didn't give you anything in return. Again, they were just being rebellious, not for any reason, just to appear different, just to appear like they didn't really care. Again, where it's like this person knew that you would have expectations, like of them. I feel like every person has expectations when they enter into a relationship with someone that they think that they have a connection to. Um, but they were really unrealistic because you did not know who they were. And I also believe that this person had expectations of you, believing that you were going to go out of your way, that you were going to abandon whatever you were doing, that you were going to chase, and they completely misread you. So again, they had expectations, but you also had expectations. This person wanted to seem as if they were superior. This is why they acted rebellious, and they wanted you to like kind of prove to them how much you cared, how much you wanted to be with them, that you were going to be dutiful, that you were going to give too much to, again, them and neglect your own needs. This is what this person expected. I don't know why they expected that. But again, they were trying to form an attachment. That's what they're used to. They're used to these attachment style connections. And I say that because they weren't emotionally giving you anything. So there's a sense of when an attachment's formed, it's because one person is emotionally giving something and the other person isn't. The other person might be, might make a lot of money, might get, but if this person wanted you to have the expectation of if you abandon yourself, if you were dutiful to them, that they were going to give you money, that they were going to give you like the status that you were looking for. This is what they perceived. And you might have perceived that too, but they never had any intention. And they never had any intention because the entire time they were rebellious, wanting to appear superior, which again, in order for them to appear superior, they have to get you to give to them. And they didn't give you anything. And so again, it was a lot of gaslighting. It was a lot of manipulation, and they kept doing it. It's like you were like, I felt like I was constantly going through the same exact scenario over and over and over again, where they gaslight, they hold back, they don't give anything, they give me a little breadcrumb, they expect me to like come in, abandon myself, be dutiful to them, have these expectations, and after a while, you saw that that's exactly what it was, and you just felt like you didn't belong. You're like, after a while, you're like, whatever the connection was, that you felt like you had a spiritual connection to them, but because of everything that they did, you don't see them that way. You're like, I feel like if anything, it's like you feel out of place being with them because that's how they made it. They made it like that, where between the gaslighting, wanting to seem superior, being rebellious for no reason, and it continuing. So they just tried to keep you on the hook. That's why they're grieving. They're grieving because you let go. Again, the manipulation didn't work. And I feel like this person is sitting there still trying to manipulate and figure out a way to come back. It's again, but they didn't want to deal with the criticism. So they avoided you. And they see that they didn't give you anything. And now they're sitting in a place of lack, like they don't have anything. And they're afraid to confront you because, again, they know you're going to say something to them because of how they treated you. This person has a fear that this connection is over. They kind of already know. And so again, it's shattering their self-image. Again, they needed you to be dutiful to them. They wanted you to chase them. They never came back to you because they didn't want, to shatter their self-image of themselves. They needed for you to chase them. That didn't happen. Now they know that if they're going to actually try to fix this connection, they would have to come back to you. But they're intimidated by you because they thought you were someone else. They confused you for someone that was going to put up with their bullshit. That's what happened. So they played a lot of games, took a lot of risks, and whenever they could have came back, and they didn't. They were like, no, let me hold back, let me waste time. They were so sure that you were going to break. They were so sure that you were going to say something, that you were going to, like, again, confront them. You didn't. You didn't. This person's afraid of rejection. That's why, but so instead they sit in sadness because they don't really know how to fix it. They're stuck with emptiness, but they had no problem giving you nothing. You felt empty in this connection. Now they feel empty because their little games didn't work. And really, again, they're alone. They're alone. I feel like this person like has bad habits in order to fill themselves when a person feels empty. And so there's a part of this person that knows that the trust with them and you is gone. They sit in a place of victimization and they are angry because, again, you took your power back and they're in a place of disempowerment and they're in a place of fear and it's kicking up a lot of inner child wounds. So this is where they are right now. It's like that I don't really see anything. Yes, they know that this is a past life connection, but it's like this person doesn't know what to do. So if you were to look at them, they would come across as if they were being lazy. But I feel like, again, they don't know what to do. They're in a place of grief. They're sad because of how they played this. They didn't think that it was going to play out the way that it did. They misjudged you. They thought that you were going to be so dutiful to them, that they were going to be able to continue playing, games and like risking the connection. And really what happened is it backfired. But what we see is that this person still has feelings for you and it's bothering them that of how they played it. So it's almost like they may be impulsive. This person has, like, again, there's a part of them that's in their trauma. And you might say, like, part of them has a lot of anxiety from that trauma. So they don't really know what to do. Um, Inherited family trauma. They're not in a place of balance. They're paranoid, thinking that you again are you like focusing on the betrayal, like focusing on it, like you're angry, like you're really going to say something to them, but really what it is that they're also afraid that you might betray them because they betrayed you. So that's what's holding them back. There's a lot of projection going on, and there's a lot of projection because again, they have a lot of trauma that they haven't healed, and it all started from family patterns. So we don't see them really doing anything right now. We see them sad. We see why that they're sad. They're not really doing anything. It's almost like just stuck in a place of victimization because I feel that they know that they really can't come in here any other way except for to be correct. Are they ever going to do anything? I'm working up the courage to contact you. So again, we don't see them doing anything. They're in a place of grief. It doesn't mean that they're not thinking about it all the time. But again, they know what they do, and they know when they reflect on this connection what they did. And what they did is that they run away to avoid facing their problems. So this is why what they're saying to themselves. They're in a place of grief because they didn't need to make this little bit of a problem into like what it is now. They played a lot of games in hoping that you were gonna like chase them and give them energy, and I don't know, like that they would have had the upper hand, that they would have had a connection where there was just passion, it seems like. That didn't work out. So now they're looking and they're seeing that, so much time has gone by. They were actually had you in a much better place a long time ago. Like they could have dated you a long time ago. They could have had what they wanted a long time ago. But what they see now is that they're afraid of losing you. Like I think that they already lost you, but they're afraid of losing you. And it's because they're ashamed of how they treated you, so that they know that they treated you bad. So again, when we see again, I wish you were here with me, but they see that you see that, who they are is not really who they are. That the rose-colored glasses of, who you thought that they were is not. They ruined the intimacy and they ruined the intimacy because they ruined the what's the word I'm thinking, like the innocence. They ruined the innocence of the connection where again this soulmate connection or is supposed to bring love. What it brought it was a lot of resentment. This person's like again is afraid of criticism. And so again, they know what they have to do. They're acting powerless. And you're like, you made the situation worse. The obstacles that they put down are in their own way because they can't figure out how to come back because you make them nervous and really they're emotionally unavailable. It's that in order for them to come back, they'd have to be transparent. They'd have to apologize. That's going to shatter their image. First of all, they don't want to come back and apologize because it shatters their image. Remember, they needed you to chase them. Why they did all that, there was really no reason except for they wanted to put you in a place of disempowerment. I feel like you intimidate them and you intimidated them long before you stood your ground. This person like got intimidated by the fact of that you were so strong in yourself. So I feel like this person tried to get you to chase them, to, run after them, to play a lot of games, and it didn't do it to, but to almost to knock you off, like not saying that you would put yourself on a pedestal, but like that here it is, this person wants to be perceived as superior to you, which in order for that to be, it needs to look a certain way, and your life doesn't match that. You're too high on a vibration for this person. So what they did was they played a lot of games in hopes that you would chase after them so that you would give to them. And what happened is it created so much space that this person knows that in order to even get this connection back, they would have to apologize. But most likely, you're not going to take them back because of the betrayal. And that's what it is. And so, but the real deepness of it is, again, you make them nervous, you make them feel, and they're emotionally not available. So again, this connection was a soulmate connection, and it is actually teaching unconditional love because this person still has love for you. However, they didn't give you the romance. They didn't give you the affection. They didn't give you. Everything was unchanged for too long. And really, it's really unlikely that they would ever really change because even though that there's this connection, it's a past life connection. So there is unconditional love. But what we see here is this person didn't want to do anything to elevate themselves. They didn't want to do anything to really ascend themselves. That this connection was to came to them, gave them an opportunity to ascend, to balance themselves, to again um to see things with a new perspective, relationships, but they resisted. They did not resist. They resisted. So that's what happened. And in that, what we see is that they did it over and over again. Again, what they did, they played games over and over again and almost hope to wear you down. Really, that's what they thought would happen, and they were trying to really, like if anything, I feel like if they would have given to you, it would have helped them a lot. But no, there's a part of this person that just you know, I don't feel like is able to fill themselves up emotionally. They have to get, again, that emotional support from other people. There's a part of this person that didn't want to do the self-improvement. They were capable. They didn't want to. It was a choice for them. There was a 50-50 chance the whole time that they were going to do it. They chose not to. And so I feel like in that, that's what ended the relationship. This deck of cards is so gigantic. Like they thought that they had a 50-50 chance of you coming back with them playing this game, and it backfired. It backfired. It's again that like this dealing with someone like this, it's new territory for this person. So they don't have any direction on how to deal with this. So that's why they don't. It's again, it's totally new territory for them. They're not they're not willing to do what needs to be done in order to fix this connection. I tried to see whether or not they would come back, whether or not, because a lot of times people that have regret, they do come back. But what we see here is that this person is like, nah, they're going to continue to stay in this low vibe energy and really not fix it because of their self-image, because again they'd rather stay in a place of grieving and because they're afraid of your criticism, because again you're going to call them out on their betrayal, and the best case scenario is even if you took them back, then they would be afraid that you would betray them because of what they did, because they project a lot of who they are onto other people, which is what people do that need healing. Again, they can't help it, they project. And that's what gives them almost the right to betray. But that's, they need to really heal. They need to heal their inner child wounds. They need to heal the karmic programs that they inherited from their family, from their parents. It says it here again that they put parents and family trauma. So again, this is why they have to wear a mask. This is why they wanted you to chase after them. You know, they have anxiety now because they already know. They know that this connection is over. The death of who they wanted to be perceived as is also over because you see exactly who they are. And that's what they know. And that's why they don't know how to come towards you. They wouldn't know how to fix this. They don't know. So again, they'll stay silent, upset, but again, showing the outside world that they're not affected because again, that's who they are. So again, confusion, card number one. We look at the inner child wounds because why did you attract this person into your life? There's many different reasons why we attract people into our life, and that's all the time. It's not positive. Obviously, confusion is, if our parents make us feel confused, it's because they may be always angry, emotionally abusive, not depicting the love and the support and the protection, and that's what that word says. It says protection, that parents are supposed to give. It's confusing when you have parents that also have a lot of trauma and haven't healed it and project their anger, or when you inherit those family patterns. And I feel like the environment that you grew up in, you just didn't feel safe because you were made to feel unworthy. And again, that's exactly what this person made you feel. Again, chase me, give me. I'm going to hold back. I'm going to treat you bad. And then they're shocked that you let go. Shocked that you let go. Like, how long were you supposed to stick around for that? Again, I'm not going to give you the time and attention. So again, what this person did was bring out the same exact feelings that you had growing up. You didn't get the time and the attention. You didn't get the love and the nurturing. Again, and why I say that again, the parents represent support, protection, nurturing. No, there was emotional abuse of feeling unworthy, feeling not good enough, and like you weren't able to be like a child back in the day because this is what play represents. When we're a child, we go out and play. So again, if we're, being made to feel unworthy, not good enough, there's emotional abuse, then the child a lot of times wants to be seen as invisible. They don't want to really create that many waves. They live more in tune with making sure that they don't rock the boat around that parent. So again, also if every single time that they're going out and they're trying stuff and they're doing stuff and they're not getting like 100% and doing the best that that is it's possible, they could be seen as, well, there's no point. Again, you're unworthy, you're not good enough, don't try. Parents need to give the time and the attention that creates the support, that creates the safety for the child to have a natural, safe unfoldment process. But instead, you were brought up in an environment where you were made to feel not safe by that parent that was actually supposed to be giving you the time and the attention, is what we see here. And that is exactly the same energy that this person brought up, that even though they were a soulmate, they had the opportunity to step it up to be twin flame. They chose not to. They decided to hold back and play a lot of games and just did everything to try. And they were so sure that you were going to cave. That's not what happened. You let go. Now they don't know how to deal with this. And now it's poor me, poor me, poor me. They're stuck in victimization. But they created all this. It's not like you did, but this definitely brought up your childhood wounds. This definitely mirrored the same type of energy. And Spirit says, so now it's that it was the reason why you pulled this energy was really to help you transform again so that you could again listen to your soul's path, be on your soul's like the soul's calling means that you're listening to your intuition, that you're aligning your actions with your values. This person was not in alignment with your values. They did not treat you well. And so, again, you needed to transform that childhood energy, those wounds' energy. And that means to let's become more of yourself. When you align your actions with your values, you're putting your time and your energy towards those things, and then life emerges. And so, really, to bring you limitless potential, where being around this person it would be like being brought up in the environment that you were raised in, where you were made to feel unworthy, that your time, your energy should be given to other people to help the dysfunction. And again, or when you were a child, again, not asking for help, not joining things, not participating as much, wanting to seem invisible because of that parent. So again, living more in alignment with the comfort of someone else. That's what this person tried to do. Tried to say, no, you're going to live in accordance to what I want you to do, regardless. And Spirit said, no, you actually have limitless potential. You need to go into the unknown in order to see it. It's about transforming that energy. You already transform it because you let go. But Spirit says, what are you going to do with that energy now? You have to transmute it. And that's by going into the unknown and seeing that you have limitless potential, that you can create whatever life you choose to create for yourself, not the life that your parents told you or that angry parent told you, or this person, what this person said, this is what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you a little breadcrumb and you're going to chase me. No, you let go. You said, I know what I'm deserving of. And Spirit said, so you actually integrated the spiritual lesson. But going into the unknown, like I said, will help you transmute that energy as long as you're aligning your actions with your values. It's about becoming more of yourself. You haven't created enough of a life, not enough new experiences, which is the only reason why you attracted this person into your life. You're not the same person. This person tried to make you become subservient, but you had to live that way at one time. You don't have to live that way now. Instead, you choose faith. And Spirit says that's the answer because you're moving into the unknown. So you better take faith. Faith is the bridge that connects you to you what you reap to what you sow, or what you sow to what you reap, right? Whatever you're putting your energy to. And so Spirit says, be confident that you will achieve your goals, to live in the present and have faith in the future, firmly believe in your value within the universe. That again, this person tried to make it like you're not worthy. Your family tried to make you feel that you were not worthy. And what Spirit is saying is you are worthy. However, you needed to go through this experience that even though there was a spiritual connection, this person is not healed. They wanted you to chase them. They wanted you to like treat them better than you treated yourself. And so Spirit said, no, it's better that you move into the unknown because you already know what you got with this person. I'm going to leave that there. I hope you resonated with this one. Let me know whether you did. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.